Hi friends, Allie here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this star. In the summer, I shared my American flag blanket crochet pattern, this one right here, and this star pattern was included with it. But I wanted to also make it its own dedicated video tutorial because it could be used for so many more things than just that blanket. So I wanted to showcase that, and I figured it'd be easier for everyone to find having it on its own as well. So this crochet star measures about 4 inches and can be used as an applique. You can sew it onto blankets, sweaters, or bags. And with the holidays coming up, you could also string a bunch of them together for a garland decoration. Or you could add a hanging loop and use it as a tree ornament. There are so many things that you can use this for, and you can make it in a variety of colors to match any holiday or theme or project. If you want to follow along with the free written pattern for this star, you can find it on my website, theturtletrunk.com, or you can purchase the ad-free printable PDF from my Etsy shop and on Ravelry. If you're ready to get started, let's head over to our supply list and let's get making. For this pattern, you're going to need medium 4-weight yarn. I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver, and you'll need about 15 yards per star. You'll also need a 6mm or J hook. This will create a star that is approximately 4 inches wide. If you want to make your star smaller, feel free to use a smaller crochet hook. You'll also need scissors and a yarn needle. We're going to begin by making a magic circle. So take the tail end of your yarn and wrap it around your pointer finger and your middle finger. Cross it over and then bring it to the back of your hand. Insert your hook under the first loop, grab the second loop and pull it under. Flip up your hook, and then we're going to secure that with a chain 1. Now we're on to round 1. We're going to work 10 single crochets inside of the circle. So to single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into the center of the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. So we're going to work a total of 10 single crochets inside of the circle. After you've worked your 10 single crochets, you're going to take that tail end there and pull it tight to close up the circle. And now we're going to be working the points of our star, so we're going to be working in rows. So we're not going to join to that first stitch. We are going to work our first stitch straight into the first single crochet that we worked. So for row 1, we are going to single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And this is going to start the base for our first point. So single crochet in the first 2 stitches. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now working back in those 2 single crochets, we're going to single crochet 2 together. So we're going to decrease. So insert your hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So now we have 1 single crochet there, or 1 stitch there. Chain 1 and turn. For row 3, we are just going to work 1 single crochet into that stitch. Chain 1 and turn. And then slip stitch into that stitch. Now we're going to chain 2, which is going to create the point of our star. Turn. Now we're going to be working down the edge of the star, so working in the sides of each row. You are going to work 4 slip stitches down the side. So work 1 slip stitch into each row down, and that's going to bring us back down to our base. And we are going to be working back into those slip stitches to do a border, so make sure you are working your slip stitches loosely so that you're going to be able to put your hook back in them when we come back around. So when you reach the bottom, there we have 1 point. So we're just going to repeat what we did for rows 1 to 4. And then slip stitch down the side again. And we're going to repeat that until we have a total of 5 points. So we're back to row 1 now. So we're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches from round 1. For row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn, single crochet 2 together, chain 1, turn, single crochet in that 1 stitch, chain 1, turn, then slip stitch into that last stitch. Chain 2, turn, and then slip stitch in each row down for a total of 4 slip stitches. Then once you reach the base again, we're just going to keep repeating rows 1 to 4, then slip stitch down the side of your point, and just keep repeating that until you have a total of 5 points. So I'm just coming up to the end of my last point. So this is what my star is looking like so far. And now I'm going to add a border around my star to clean up the edges. If you want to leave yours like this, feel free to do so, but I'm going to work a single crochet border around the whole thing just to give it a nice edge. So to do so, I'm going to work 3 single crochets up the side of the first point. And then I'm going to work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet at the very tip of the point, and then single crochet 3 back down. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around. So starting in the bottom of that first point, in a single crochet, then single crochet into the next row, and then single crochet into the next one. And then moving to that chain 2 that we had worked at the top of the point, we are going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet all into that space. And this is going to give a nice little point to our star. Just like so. And then now working back down the left side of our point, we are going to work 3 single crochets down. So into the last 3 slip stitches, when we worked down that point, we're going to work 3 single crochets. So there we have our first point. So now we're going to repeat that all the way around. So work 3 single crochets up the next point, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet at the top of the point, and then work 3 single crochets down the point. And we're going to repeat that all the way around for a total of 5 points. So I just finished the last point. So to finish off, I am going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. And then I'm going to cut off my yarn, leaving a long enough tail to weave in. Pull that through. So now I'm just going to weave in my ends. And here is our crochet star. So now you can add a hanging loop for a tree ornament, sew it onto any of your projects, or make a bunch of these and string them together for a garland, or really use it for whatever you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to show off your finished projects, be sure to tag me at the Turtle Trunk on Instagram and Facebook so I can see them. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you're notified as soon as I have a new tutorial up. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.